prostitute yourself for a shitload of money for something that you don't believe in. You know?
I was like, we're a Coca-Cola.
As opposed to like turning something down that you don't believe in and doing a project that is going to pay you less money that you'll feel good about, you know?
Yeah, I'd love to work for like a alternative energy company, like a waste company, or like package or stuff for them. Yeah, like you said, something I could be like passionate about. Be like, I really want this company to succeed.
Yeah.
Just being like,
Well, exactly.
whatever for whatever company I work for, and not care.
Yeah.
We need more moral people in advertising.
Do you enjoy hip-hop at all?
Love hip hop.
Yeah? You should check out a book called No More Prisons. Get that on camera there, all right? No More Prisons. It's by William Upsky. What's the guy's last name? He's a graph artist who writes Upsky, U-P-S-K-Y. Sorry, S-K-I. And he's got some really, really cool ideas about like, well, geez, all kinds of crazy shit. But this book, No More Prisons, there's a whole section on it that's talking about different organizations and like what people can do to basically help those who are trying really hard to help themselves. Like he talks about, rather than non-profit organizations, they're out-of-pocket organizations that they have no money to start with. They're not having any money coming in, and they're putting all of their own personal, like emotional and like monetary resources into helping the people around them. And it's all very like community-based, and that's the kind of thing that I think like someone who knows a lot about advertising could really like help with, you know, because these guys don't have any like outer resources, and I don't know. Read the book, you'll enjoy it. It's the kind of what's that?
Is it about hip hop?
It is written from hip-hop. It's written from like a hip-hop frame of mind.
Oh, okay.
Put it that way, you know. But it's like a great read. It's the kind of thing that like you'll go and tell 15 people that they should read this book after you read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Like, if you want to work with things like BC Hydro, wind energy, and getting that shit out there, you know, you have to be like, you got two demographics you got to work with: people who've been living with the power sources that they've been living with their whole life, and so older people. So how are you going to get that demographics attention? And at the same time, how are you going to get our generation's attention? That, you know, a new, you know, how are you going to cross those two age groups, those two generations, and make like applicable advertising to each one? And more so, can you do it with getting advertising?
Yeah. Well, what you have to do with that kind of stuff is like facilitate it so that like doesn't like change people's lives like that much at all. People like think it's like, oh, it's great that we can like save the environment and stuff, but like no one wants to do it unless it affects their like standard of living, right?
Oh, right.
You have to make it like a way that like
that's the issue. Yeah.
the standard.
Like, do you think that's possible?
I think it is. As we get like further and further technology, I think that eventually everything is gonna be able to stay the same. Like once we get like cars that can like run like a decent amount of mileage, like at like enough speed, and that they look like regular cars, not just like fucking go-karts.
Sure, but the issue as I see it is that in like our current state of mind, we want to keep on growing. We want to keep on making more roads and more highways and more this and that, more parking lots to accommodate more and more cars. And by doing that, we're eating away at the resources, our environment that just grow back nearly as quick as we're needing it to, you know? And so, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree that we can continue living at this sort of pace of development, even if
Pace is a good
standard. Even if technology like picks up and we like do a better job at trying to like limit the number of resources that we're using to sustain the life that we're living right now, it's more so that we want more and more and more, and we keep on wanting to go bigger and bigger.
That's the other thing. I mean, with advertising, you have a lot of power. I mean, like, you are the media now. You have the ability to convince people that it is a better idea to regress. You know, that a smaller car, and a smaller house, and a smaller this is more successful living, and, you know, success does not mean quantity and size, you know, like that is a very Western standpoint of view that we're stuck in this. And unfortunately, the whole world's trying to adopt that because they see us making
because they're saying, how come they get so much? Can't we have that much too?
I mean, like, there's a lot to be said if you can be on the forefront of swaying us as opposed to swaying developing nations into thinking they're supposed to be thinking this way. Can you be on the forefront of swaying developed nations to be thinking more back grassroots?
Yeah, true.
You know?
They say, like, if the entire world was living our standard of living, like, we'd, like, flat. Just, like...
Exactly. I mean, like, the five of us here are probably in 1% of the world that is afforded to live the way we do, you know?
We just ate at least 2 animals.
Yeah, we just, you know,
Well, so we're in Vegas, like, a few weeks ago. We were just, like, staring at all these, like, fat Americans, like, by the pool, just, like,
Yeah.
hanging out where it's like nowhere else in the world this happens. Like nowhere.
No.
We can go and do this like for so cheap now too, like a couple $100. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Where have you guys been so far?
San Francisco, Las Vegas, San Diego, South Padre Island, which is like southern Texas, New Orleans, New York, Boston, New York again, here, and we're going back to New York actually.
Haven't been.
I have my car.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, which is fucking like.
How'd you guys find Romulus Chicken? Just by chance?
Yelp.
What's that?
Yelp.
Yelp?
Online.
It's like an online like user like review, like peer review, like site of everything, like restaurants, like nightclubs, and all that kind of stuff. And there's like the highest rated one.
Oh,
yeah. Oh man.
It's a religion here in Montreal.
Really?
Yeah.
We call it chicken crack.
It's chicken crack.
Oh,
You guys had chicken crack too because everyone goes and they fiend it and they come into the park and they fucking eat it. You feel kind of like, oh, for a bit, and then tomorrow you're like,
It's so like big, like look at like you got like the whole thing was just like overflowing with fries and chicken.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Man, and they hooked us up with these mad deals too. Like a full chicken was
This
supposed
meal-
to be $12.99 or $11.99. We got the medium fries and like the
Mango
juice and everything for like $13.
Yeah, they didn't charge us for anything else.
Someone screwed up, but like it's awesome.
Yeah, I was reading on the website like sometimes they'll give out like free stuff. Like you go there before like 2, they'll give you like a free pie, a custard pie sometimes. I don't know if you ever had that.
No, not me. That's okay. I'm alright with that. They gave
How long
us
you guys in
free
MTL
fries
for?
and mango juice.
This is our last night. We've been here for 3 nights.
Cool.
Everything's just like fast.
You've been keeping it pretty quick, eh? Little like
Yeah.
smorgasbord of the continent kind of thing.
Yeah, 'cause we have like 5.5 weeks. So that's go like back to work on June 4th. Like we like literally graduated, like finished our last like exams, and like next day we were gone.
Yeah, that's it.
So what is like